January 7th, 1943. New York City is gripped by a freezing wind. In a cramped room on the 33rd floor of the New Yorker Hotel, a maid hangs a "Do Not Disturb" sign on the door. She doesn't yet know that the man inside will never disturb anyone again. There, amid stacks of yellowed blueprints and empty boxes of birdseed, the life of an 86-year-old man has come to an end. He left behind no money, no family, and no heirs. Look around you right now. The lamp above your head, the smartphone in your hand, the Wi-Fi router in the hallway, and even your TV remote, all of these exist only because this man once saw what no one else could. They called him the Master of Lightning, a prophet, and the man who invented the 20th century. But if he was so great, why was his end so miserable? Before the old man's body had even gone cold, men in dark suits were already entering the room. Agents from the FBI and the Office of Alien Property acted fast. They seized every scrap of paper, every blueprint, and every diary, stamping them with the word "top secret." The United States government feared that hidden within the notes of this mad genius was a weapon capable of destroying the planet. Or perhaps they feared the world would learn the truth about a technology that could have made energy free for everyone. Today, we reconstruct the timeline of the most magnificent triumph and the most tragic catastrophe in the history of science. We will discover how Nikola Tesla built the world of the future, why he became the personal enemy of the richest people on Earth, and what secret cost him a lifetime of total oblivion. The story begins here, with a flash of light that changed everything. The story of Tesla's downfall didn't begin in his old age. It started the moment he, a young and ambitious immigrant, stepped off a ship in New York with 4 cents in his pocket and a letter of recommendation to the most powerful man in the world of electricity, Thomas Edison. Edison was the king of the era, lighting the streets of New York with his direct current DC. But the system had a flaw. It was weak, expensive, and only worked within a 1-mile radius. Tesla proposed a solution, alternating current AC. It was elegant, powerful, and could light up entire continents. But Edison only laughed. He promised the young engineer a staggering sum of $50,000 if he could improve his inefficient machines. Tesla worked 18 hours a day, barely sleeping, and achieved the impossible. When he came to collect his reward, Edison smirked and uttered a line that became legend. "Tesla, you just don't understand our American humor." This was the first betrayal, but not the last. Infuriated, Tesla left to ignite the war of currents. He found an ally in industrialist George Westinghouse, and together they began to win. But it was here that Tesla made a move that economists still call the most expensive mistake in history. To save his friend Westinghouse's company from bankruptcy, Tesla simply tore up his contract, which entitled him to royalties for every kilowatt of energy sold. In that moment, he literally ripped up a check worth billions of dollars. He chose the idea over the money. He wanted to give the world light, never considering that the world might not care about his nobility. While Tesla made lightning dance in his laboratory, the most dangerous predator of Wall Street, JP, Morgan turned his gaze toward him. He offered Tesla a deal, funding for a wireless power transmission project for the giant Wardenclyffe Tower. Tesla dreamed of a world where anyone on the planet could stick a rod in the ground and pull free energy from the ether. But when Morgan realized that such energy could not be metered or sold, he asked just one question: where do I put the meter? Receiving no answer, Morgan cut off Tesla's funding, crushed his reputation, and ensured that no investor would ever come within a mile of him again. The prophet of the future was left alone against a system that never forgives selflessness. Left without a penny or any support, Tesla did not surrender. In the eyes of society, he transformed into the mad scientist. He claimed to be working on Teleforce, a weapon so powerful it could bring down 10,000 airplanes from hundreds of miles away. The press dubbed it the Death Ray. He asserted that he had created an engine powered by cosmic rays and had established contact with Mars. But the more he spoke of free energy and a world without war, the more he was isolated. Toward the end of his life, his only connection to the world was the pigeons of New York. He cared for them in his hotel room, spending his last cents on high-quality birdseed while he survived on milk and crackers. When the FBI burst into his room after his death in 1943, they were searching for those very blueprints, the death rays. The official conclusion stated, "Nothing dangerous, merely the fantasies of an old man." But if that's true, why is a large portion of his archives still classified to this day? Why did the US government spend decades downplaying the significance of his final works? The world we built on his bones was unfair to its creator. We use his alternating current, his radio, and his electric motors, yet for a long time, the covers of textbooks featured the names of those who betrayed him. Edison got the fame, Morgan got the money, and Tesla got nothing but a room in a cheap hotel. But time is the most honest judge. Today, the name Tesla has become a symbol of the future. His ideas on wireless data transmission became the foundation for the internet, and his dreams of electric vehicles are finally taking shape in steel. He lost the battle for the wallets of his contemporaries, but he won the battle for the imagination of all humanity. Nikola Tesla died in poverty, but he left us an entire civilization as his legacy. He was the man who tamed the light, yet chose to remain in the shadows so that you and I could see the future.